All right, guys, getting the engine tore down from this 6.7 right here. And you see here, 15 and up trucks use these longer spacers here and a longer stud that's actually coated or it's made out of something, a different material than these. I never see 15 and ups snap a rear stud, never. I don't know if anyone else has seen it, but in 10 or 11 years I've been working on these, never seen a 15 and up truck with an exhaust manifold issue that somebody else didn't cause. But you can kind of get a little side profile view of how much bigger the spacers are. Another reason, you know, this truck's got a couple 100,000 miles. I think it's got almost 300, or it does have 300. Pay no mind to how dirty this is. I just tore it apart. But you see here, all these long rockers are right in the center still. That's due to that webbing that kind of goes up the rocker arm here, and you can see it right there how it kind of curves up and it really holds them straight. That's all that these things were lacking on the 11 to 14 trucks, and for whatever reason I guess they upgraded it in 2015, and I have not seen nearly as many issues or rocker arm lifter failure la-di-da on these engines here. These wind up getting wore out on the 11 to 14 trucks after neglect and just some mileage. These will start getting wore out. Once they fall off, the lash adjuster loses pressure, it pops apart, and then it loses support, and then it winds up spinning the lifter, breaks the tray, and catastrophic failure can happen shortly after that. I'm gonna go ahead and get the exhaust manifolds off, CP4 out. It's actually bad. And then we're gonna lift it up, get the front rear cover, oil pan, all that kind of stuff off, and reseal the bottom half and the front and rear cover, and then we're gonna put it back in the truck, pull the heads off, and do head gaskets, valve cover gaskets, injector tube seals, and go back with a DCR. All right, so now we got the manifolds off. We'll go ahead and do a head bolt test here and see which ones of these are actually, oh, look at that, loose. Let's check this one. Ah, that one's tight. That one's tight. Loose. Tight. As I continue tearing this thing down, yeah. So this guy told me when he brought me this truck that he had the upper pan done, rear cover, rear seal. So yeah, here's the first telltale sign. They coated these gaskets in, this looks to be a like a JB8 moly silicone. So I don't know, they didn't replace the oil cooler gaskets, and yeah, I don't know. We'll get the rest of this tore apart and see what else we find. But that's why you can't trust people, and that's why people are willing to bring stuff from so far away, because people do shit like that. Oil filter adapter, look at all that silicone on the inside. Yeah, gasket's flat. What a mess. Now watch this, watch these bolts here. Wow, that was the first one tight. Let's check one on this side. Look at that. None of them are tight. So, oh, one of them was. So far, that's the only one that's actually impacted. Oh, let's see about this one. Well, we can get on there. Nope. Check this one here. Well, we might have a couple tight. Barely though. Rear cover's off and ready to go back on. Front cover's off and ready to go back on. Cylinder heads are cleaned up and at the machine shop getting surfaced. All right, so I got the block fully prepped. You already know me. You know that we do not use roll-lock wheels. You see guys trying to fly through cleaning process, and especially on 6.0s, if I see you using a roll-out wheel on these things, then that's half-assed, because you can't tell me you're trying to get this little spot right here, you're trying to get this little spot right here, you're trying to get this color off here. You're creating low spots every single time. And a 6.0 does not have enough head bolts. You know, it's minus these two pretty much. They don't have enough head bolts for you to be sitting here worried about this little spot. You can't feel it. It's just discoloration. That's all that is. There's no need for you guys to sit here with a roll lock and try to get all these factory machine marks out of this. You're just creating a failure point. But I went ahead and got the DCR nestled down in there, got the gear on it, got it torqued. Guys, you need to be charging an adequate shop fee to where you are making money. You're not having to fly through these jobs and do half-ass work. You need to be able to take your time. You need to not worry about your paycheck on Friday. You need to be able to do your job, do it right, and charge an adequate amount. That way you can make money, you can pay your guys, and you don't have to cut corners. Jobs like this, you're not gonna pocket any hours on. You're gonna finish it, and you're gonna break even with labor, but you're not gonna lose, and the customer's gonna be happy, and at the end of the day, you're gonna be happy because you did a good job on it. The way that I do these first, now I haven't brake cleaned this or cleaned it or blew any of my holes out or anything yet, so this isn't what it's going to look like when it's done, but I take a carbide scraper or a razor blade and an air vacuum, and I hold the vacuum as I'm scraping, and I get all that gasket material off first, and then I flat sand it, 220, 320, and use WD-40 on it or light coating an ATF, and repeat, wipe it in between grit and reapply training fluid or WD-40, either one. And that's all you gotta do. It keeps everything evenly kind of crisscross, go this way, this way, this way, this way. That way you're not making lines in it. You're kind of smoothing the surface as you go. Well, it's wrapped up. Just got to fill it with oil. And we got the new beach lane silicone cab mounts in. Just got to blow this off. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll check what's in this tank. But all in all, she's looking pretty damn good. It's kind of hard to see, but all that glitter down in there, you can kind of catch it. So we'll be dropping this tank, flushing all that out in the morning, and got a brand new Ford radiator going in it. And that's a wrap for this one. So tomorrow the cab's going down, radiator, tank's coming out, cleaning it, and this thing should be good to go for a long time. But a little, overview of what we did: DCR, injectors, rails, return lines, CCV, thermostats, crossover gaskets, head gaskets, heads machined, resealed the lower half of the engine, front cover, rear cover, water pump. I said thermostats, yeah. All the radiator hose O-rings, belt. I'm sure I'm forgetting other things, but we'll be flushing this system out really good tomorrow and going back with some good ELC coolant. And like I said, we also did the beach lane silicone cab mount. So this thing should ride good, run good, and it shouldn't leak.